A few minutes later, we finally decided we reached the end of the trail of blood, which led us to a dead end, but also to a wounded troll. Am I not going to tell them? A wounded troll with the arrow stuck in his chest, sitting on the ground with his back leaning against the wall. Study the troll and his surroundings from a distance is an attempt to figure out if this is supposed to be set up for an ambush or not. There's no way to tell for sure. What do you mean? You just heard it. Oh, I get what's happening. So this whole paragraph comes from my check. Normally, if I failed that check, it would continue from here a few minutes later. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's really jarring, not gonna lie. But there is no way to tell it's an ambush. Are you the intruders? The troll says in common while breathing heavily. We are indeed, Farron says. Please, the troll says, could you help me remove this arrow from my chest? And why would you do something like that? Farron says, you are looking for the Minotaur. Yes, the troll says, if you help me, I can lead you to him. I know the way. Where are all the other trolls you were talking to earlier? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Where are all the other trolls that you were talking to earlier? The troll panics when he hears what I had to say, but he tries in vain to appear calm and collected. Tried in vain. What are the trolls? The troll says. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the only troll here that left me here to die. You're hiding something behind your back, aren't you? I tell him. Some sort of remote. I heard the other trolls telling you to press the button after you convince us to approach you. No, the troll says. You must have misheard something. Do you realize that the remote they gave you is probably meant to trigger an explosion, don't you? I tell him. If they really want to ambush us, they wouldn't have needed a signal to know when to come. All they need to do was hide somewhere nearby. That's not true, the troll shouts. They would never do something like this. They wouldn't? I ask him. What about the arrow in your chest then? As far as I know, we should be the only intruders in these caverns. Who shot that arrow at you, if not the other trolls? They said they would treat my wounds if I completed my task, the troll says. Hey, if you trust your friends that much, then who am I to convince you otherwise? I say, go ahead and press that button. Your cover has been blown anyway, so you might as well use the signal to call for your friends' help, right? The troll looks at me helplessly as he holds the thumb over the button, but in the end he does not have the courage to press it. He lowers his head in defeat. I see that you're finally decided to stop deluding yourself, I tell him. That's good. It means that now we might actually be able to work out a deal. How about it? You give me that remote of yours and I'll remove the arrow of yours. Then you can hold your promise of leading us to the Minotaur. Sounds good? The troll makes no sound for the next few seconds. You speak as if I had a choice, the troll says. Once an enemy, now an ally. Achievement unlocked. Achievement unlocked is a beautiful thing for me to see. What the fuck was that? Okay, never mind. Have I think I've lost it. What the fuck? No, it's nothing, to be honest with you. Hold on. Nope, nothing. I think I have just lost it. Anyway. Where was I? Right, so he has no choice. I'd like to see achievement unlocks because the next book will be unlocked through the achievements. So yeah. Well, if you've already made up your mind, I say, then go ahead and throw the remote over there. I'll make sure to catch it without accidentally pressing the button. Take it, the troll says. He throws his remote and I catch it with both my hands. I throw myself at your mercy. Here, hold this, I say. I tell Luna as I hand her the remote. Meanwhile, I'll go remove that arrow. Keep the remote, Luna says. Removing the arrow will fix nothing. He's obviously been poisoned, otherwise he would have healed himself by now. Unless I cast a spell to remove the poison, he's not going to get up from there. Then approaches the troll. She carefully pulls the poison arrow out of his chest. Afterwards, she touches his wound with her hands, and a white light engulfs them both as the poison is slowly... Well, hold on. So she is a white mage? Then why didn't she just cure herself when she was initially trapped by the other ogre troll person? The ogre fort we visited, she got trapped by that mega with the death curse or whatever. So if she's a white mage, couldn't she have just healed herself? That's weird. Maybe she's not a white mage and this white light comes out regardless of what spell you cast. But okay. Not very descriptive on that. That's a little bit awkward. Where were we? Yeah, trolls, white light engulfs them both as the poison is slowly being cleansed from the troll's body. The wound is healed, Luna tells the troll, although this could have all been avoided if you had bothered to drink a blasted anti-poison elixir before coming here. Is 10 copper prices really such a high sum to pay for a mercenary? I didn't think I'd need it, the troll says. Of course you didn't, Luna says. Get up, you have fulfilled our end of the bargain. It's time you fulfill yours. I will, the troll says as he gets up and then he takes the lead. Follow me. Hold on, I say. Oh, what is it now? Luna says. Hey troll, I say as I lift his remote in the air. Watch this. I press the button. The area in which the troll was sitting earlier immediately gets covered in fire as a loud explosion brings down the wall and the ceiling around it, eventually transforming the whole corridor in a big pile of rubble. I just wanted to make sure that you don't regret your decision of joining us, I tell the troll as I look at the shocked expression on his face. I've been watching The Boys, right, the TV show, and it almost very right there felt like Homelander for some reason. I don't know why I imagine Homelander doing that, but whatever. I will making a video about The Boys as well. That's a really good show. Anywho, moving on. I understand, the troll says. Did you really have to alert every single troll in the maze to our position? Luna asks me. Think positive, I say. The troll who knew about the trap did not think that we are dead, which means that they will be coming here with their guards lowered, all according to plan. Right, Luna says. We begin to follow the troll. As soon as we reach the end of the corridor, we all instinctively take a right turn, choosing the only path available to us. Wait, not that way, the troll says. What do you mean, not this way? The tiger says, the only way is this is the only way to go. Don't tell me that you want us to go back. It's not the only way, the troll says. Then he walks right through the wall on the left side, disappearing from our side. This is the correct path. We hear the troll's voice coming from beyond the wall. Just walk through that wall, it's an illusion. I must admit, I would have never guessed it if you hadn't told me, Byron says, as he touches the wall with his hand. It even mimics the sensation of touch to a certain degree, at least enough to make me not question its authenticity. I wonder how many of these fake walls I've marked on my way here without even realizing it. We all walk through the illusion wall. We continue to follow the troll throughout the many twists and turns of the maze. I mean, he has the map in his mind. He's very smart, it seems. I'm very bad with like directions and stuff. As we take another right turn, Arca's map seems to indicate that we are heading towards one of the already visited paths. Hey wait, Arca says, this is not the right way. We already have been through this corridor once. Look at the map. Fake walls are not the only illusion being used in this maze. The fake walls are not the only illusions being used in this maze, the troll says. There's a spell that affects your sense of direction as well. I see that you've also been marking the walls aside from drawing the map. I'm sure that you'll believe me when you'll see that the corridor I'm leading to will be completely devoid of such markings. To our surprise, when we reached the corridor, we found out that the troll was not lying. The walls are indeed empty of markings. Even if according to Arca's map, this should have been a corridor that we had visited before. Damn it, Arca says, what a waste of time this map turned out to be. The fake walls and the misdirection, the troll says, are meant to keep intruders inside the maze long enough for our captain to come and finish them off. Not expecting you to find your way to the Minotaur, so his spell will likely only have a few guards posted in front of it. You shouldn't have much trouble freeing the Minotaur, but I'm not sure how you're planning to get out alive afterwards. Oh, you don't need to worry about that, Byron says. We have our escape route covered. We also have a room for one more passenger if you feel like handing in your resignation. I might just take you up on that offer, the troll says. He asks for what reason the other trolls chose to turn against you, Byron asks him. I was the one guarding the entrance to the caverns, the troll says. They blame me for having let you inside, even though none of you ever went anywhere near the entrance. That makes sense, Byron says while rubbing his chin. We would never have made it this far undetected if any of the guards knew about the existence of the secret tunnels. How much further is it until the Minotaur? Not much further now, the troll says. We'll need to take about 3 more turns. When we get closer to our destination, we finally meet a few more trolls who are likely the ones chosen to guard the Minotaur's cells. They barely got the time to react in our presence before Luna sliced the heads off with her signature water whip. Are you going to burn the bodies? I asked the goblin. I'm not wasting any more energy from my staff for anything this trivial. Byron says, if you want, you can hide the bodies yourself, but there is not much that would make much of a difference at this point. What would I do in this situation? We are next to the Minotaur's cage. There really is no point in hiding the bodies. I mean, if those trolls come, they can probably smell the blood that's all over the goddamn walls from the water whip anyway. So, I mean, sure, a troll's sense of smell should be better than a human's, right? Even if it was a human, I mean, you would smell that shit, right? Even if I had the body, it's not like I'm gonna take a fucking wet rag and wipe the fucking walls and the floor. So, I don't think there's any point in hiding the bodies. I'll just leave the bodies where they are. I'm sure the ideal playthrough says otherwise, but that's what I would do, so I'm choosing that. This is my playthrough. Yeah, I guess. What? Yeah, I guess. How many years? Oh man, that's such a weird ass sentence. Yeah, I guess. There wouldn't be much point in hiding bodies if we're almost at the end of the maze. Let's keep going. We make our way towards the end of this corridor. We find a single cell with a magical panel on the wall beside it. Inside the cell, there is only one prisoner, the head of a bull, the body of a man laying on the floor, his back against the wall. Minotaur is taller than Darren. He has twice the... Well, of course he's taller than Darren. What the fuck? Twice the muscle. When he hears us arrive, he does not move an inch, and he doesn't even turn his head to look at us. Who are you? The Minotaur asks.